Alright, I have got a fresh install of Rstudio and I want to customize it a little bit. So what you're going to see when you see recordings of me working in Rstudio, you're going to see my configuration. And this is just my way of making things fit me a little bit better. Just reduce those frictions, make it a little bit more natural to get my work done smoothly. So we're going to go to Tools and Global Options, and this is where we're going to start changing some things. So let's see, default working directory when not in a project. Right now it's set to my home directory. I think I'd like it to be set somewhere else. So let's make a folder in Documents called R. And let's make that the default working directory. So that's a folder that I know is being automatically backed up, which is convenient. And it's just not going to clutter up my home screen. So if I'm saving stuff, I'm not leaving hidden files or anything in that folder. Restore most recently opened project at startup. That's a good setting. I'm going to leave that. Most of the stuff I think is fine. For graphics, I'm going to leave that alone. For advanced, I'm going to leave that alone. Code, insert spaces for tabs, tab width of 2, that's fine with me. So if you were working at a big company, they might have a style guide that says tabs should be 4 spaces, but I'll just leave it by default. Always save our scripts before sourcing. I like this. Most of the settings I like by default. Most of what I'm going to be doing is rearranging the panes of the display. Alright, I'll leave that alone. The console, that is fine. Appearance, here we go. So I'm going to change my theme. Oh, here we go. Rstudio theme. Why is there not? Oh, whatever. So when you're coding in R, you're staring at text a lot, so you want to make it easy on yourself. So I'm going to use a large size. Partly that's to make your life easier. Let's hit apply already. Oh, cool. All right, so the theme did change. The background color changed to match this. Cobalt. I like this. I like Dracula. Let's try that. Dracula works pretty good. Solarized is a classic. Let's go with Dracula. Alright, then the pane layout. This is the next big thing. So I like to have the source and the console side by side. Which do I want on the left and which do I want on the right? I want to put the console up here. So that's going to flip this down here. And I think maybe actually I want to flip those also. So your default looks different than what I've got now. So I've got my source code here, the actual R code that I'm writing and saving is here, and then it operates, it gets executed in this section in my top right. Having this environmental details on the bottom right is helpful. I might later flip some of these, right? So I might move plots over to this side rather than this side, right? So we've got these different tabs here, and I'm just going to leave it as is. All the other stuff I'm going to leave as is default. I'll fiddle around with Git some other time. The terminal, that's fine. Ooh, and Python. Have we got an interpreter we could use here? Let's set by default the highest version number. All right, so that is me resetting my Rstudio. So when you see recordings of me using this, you're going to see something that's different than your default, but this is how I made that change in the default. As usual, if you've got any questions, ask in the usual places, and I will see you in the future.